Hello friends, now we have got another use of the past perfect, that is imaginary conditions or unreal conditions. For example, the first part, if Macbeth had not killed Duncan, he would have become a hero. So the hero of the king. So here, if Macbeth had not killed Duncan, but he killed, and he would have become, that he became a villain, isn't it? So this is imaginary condition or unreal condition. This did not happen. So this happens very often in our life now. We say now, if he had invited me, I would have gone. See, if my friend had invited me, I would have gone. See that? I would have gone. If my friend had invited, he did not invite, I did not go. That's as simple as that, isn't it? See, next one is, if I had passed the exam, I would have got a job. I would have got a job. So I did not pass, I did not get the job. So this is imaginary condition or unreal condition. See this, what you can see in the first part, the if clause. First part you call the if clause. See, and the second part of course is the main clause. Those things don't get mixed up now. Remember this, the first part of the unreal condition that begins with if. We always use the past perfect. Very important, isn't it, in our life? Very often we think that, see, if I had become a millionaire, I would have built 5,000 houses for the poor. If I had become a millionaire, I am not a millionaire, I did not build the houses. Understand? This is unreal condition. Again, you can have any number. Think of, as we did yesterday, you think of certain situation. See that? Let's say, think of another situation. Film star. Okay. If I had become a film star, I would have acted in 1,000 films. So I am not there. I did not become a film star. I did not act also. Understand? Another. If we had a swimming pool, if we had, so the past perfect. So if we had, second had is the past participle of have. Others don't think that why the teacher is writing had. See here I had become. Here, if we had means the second had is the past verb. We said now, so it had gone. isn't it? The second part is the past participle of go, like that. If we had a swimming pool, swimming pool, we would have become great swimmers. So that again, we did not have a swimming pool, we did not become swimmers. Very simple. Imaginary. Another thing of this. Yes. If I had, if he had, or let's say, if think of some characters. See, if a situation in life, yes, if my friend had one more, if my friend had a luxury car, a BMW, okay, a BMW, we would have gone to college every day in that. So my friend did not have, and we did not go. Every day we walked, we went on foot, we did not even have a cycle. Okay, so that way. Now again we have got, think of situations like this. Or as I told you, one thing you can do, half of it one group can make and the other half you can supply. That's the best way to learn English. See, for example, you said that if I had, or if you had, you can say, if you had 10 gold bangles, if you had, or if you had become, or if you had seen the eclipse with bare eyes, what would have happened? If you had seen the eclipse with bare eyes, what would have happened? The other group can supply. You would have become blind. Isn't it? You would have become blind. And then this group can say, if the class teacher had not come today, then we would go for a picnic. We would go for a picnic. So like this you can say. If the class teacher had come, then we would have an exam today. If the class teacher had come, we would have an exam today. Then this group. If we had gone to heaven, we would have seen angels. If we had gone to heaven, we would have seen angels. Angels. If we had gone to hell, we would make friends with our enemies, because our enemies are there. So they can see that. Make friends with them. Listen, or another thing. If we had gone to Alaska or some other place, you can say, if we had gone for a picnic, yes, we would have enjoyed it. We did not go for a picnic, we did not enjoy it. Understand? Like this, with the everyday situation, if you had not come to my house, I would not have come to the college. Because no friends, I would not come. If it had rained, we would have, yes, we could, or again, if it had rained, we would have taken umbrellas. We would have taken umbrellas. So it did not rain, so we did not take the umbrella. Or I guess, if it had if it had snowed, okay, we would have put on warm clothes. Snow, warm clothes. Isn't it? If they had given ice cream to us, we would have eaten with great pleasure. If they would have given ice cream to us, if they had given ice cream to us, we would have eaten with pleasure. If my parents had given enough money, I would have joined you for the picnic. My parents did not give money, I did not. Got the point? Or you can say, if I had, okay, let's think about something else. If my mother had cooked a biryani or made a biryani, we would have eaten that with great pleasure. So think of all those life situations. Say if you have a bicycle, you have got a motor car, if you got a mobile phone, then if we had had net connection, we would have or you can say if we had net connection, we would have downloaded our seminar. We would have downloaded our seminar and then submitted it without doing any work. So many people who do that, isn't it? They download something and give that, and that is seminar. That's not a good habit. It's not good at all. Because you are not going to learn anything or study it if you do that. Okay. So this is how you can go. Think of if I had gone to bed early, I would have got up early. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy and wise. Isn't it? So you have got any number of sentences. As I told you, the best thing is half of it you produce, the rest you then put it together, put those two halves together. Afterwards you read loudly, so that I told you every class I say, reading loudly is the first step to speak fluently. Try this, and then I tell you, it will yield the results in 3 weeks. That is just 21 days. You can just try this. I would suggest that you make 100 sentences. Too much? 50 sentences. Too much? 25 sentences. Too much? 20 sentences. So that 20 half, you give 20 half. And then it will be 20 sentences, and then afterwards reverse. You make the first half, you make the second half. It will be perfectly alright. Bye. See you again.